In this video, we're going to play around with the 6 basic trigonometric functions and how to simplify expressions using them. Take a look. All right, so let's say the problem we're facing asks us to simplify tan theta times cosecant theta all divided by cosine squared theta. First, let's review some basic information. And let me say, if you're not familiar with SOHCAHTOA, then pause for a minute, go check out this video, then come on back, because this is sort of the second step. So go check that one out. Okay, but moving forward, I want to remind you that cosecant theta is defined as 1 over sine theta. And while we're at it, let's write the other two correlationships. Secant theta is defined as 1 over cosine theta, and cotangent theta is defined as 1 over tan theta. This works in the other direction as well, where sine theta is 1 over cosecant theta, cosine theta is 1 over secant theta, and tangent theta is 1 over cotangent theta. And by the way, if you're wondering what this symbol and this word theta, that's the variable of angles. So this is the Greek letter theta. It's like the x of trigonometry. Okay, and so then the final thing you'll want to remember is that tangent theta is defined as sine theta over cosine theta. And again, if you haven't looked at the SOHCAHTOA video, that explains why this is the case. We're not going to get into that here, but go check it out. Okay, so here are the basic tools you're working with when we're doing simplify expressions using the 6 trigonometric functions. So as I go to simplify, my first step might be to get rid of this tangent and this cosecant and rewrite it all in terms of sine and cosine. So I'm going to take my tan theta and rewrite that as sine theta over cosine theta. And I'm going to take my cosecant theta and rewrite that as 1 over sine theta. And then I'm going to remember that the whole thing is over cosine squared theta. As I look at this, I see that with this multiplication, I can cross cancel. So those sine thetas go away. And my numerator becomes 1 over cosine theta. Okay, how do I do this division? The little jingle, don't ask why, just flip and multiply. Flip what? Well, I can put a 1 under there to remember how to flip it. So I flip my denominator up, turning that into multiplication, which becomes 1 over cosine cubed theta. And I could leave it at that, or I could remember that 1 over cosine is secant, and so it would become secant cubed theta. Great. Now, here's a little hack. If you have trouble remembering whether cosecant is 1 over sine or 1 over cosine, or same thing with secant, here's how I remember it. For all of the co-function relationships, the inverse relationships, there is exactly one co in each pair. So that means sine has to be paired with cosecant because there's no co in sine. Cosine has to be paired with secant because I've already got the co over here. And then these two feel obvious to me. Tangent pairs with cotangent. Okay, this has nothing to do with math. This is a mnemonic to help you remember. In the inverse function relationships, there is exactly one co per pair. So you could not have cosine and cosecant being a pair because that's two co's in a pair. Just a way to help you remember. All right, take a look at some of my other videos on trigonometry. Check out my Algebra 2 playlist. Consider subscribing to my channel so you know when I put out a new video. And as always, keep on mathing.